And hello, everybody. It is Tom Chenault, and it is the Network Marketing Leadership Show. And this is going to be an interesting show. I hope that I love this guy as much as I do. He's the most ungrateful human being I think I've ever met. I've only known him 2 weeks. So we talk on the phone. He goes, no, we didn't. We talked on Facebook. He goes, I don't talk on the phone. I go, how do you communicate? I don't communicate. Why? Because I'm a nerd. I do to make money. And he's got all this stuff that he's always telling me that is insane. So then I get him hooked up in Clubhouse. So I have, everybody gets like 1 or 2 invitations and they're like gold. So I'm trying to impress this guy. So I send him an invitation. I call him on the phone and I said, okay, you have to go into your phone, grab the invitation, go get the Clubhouse app and sign on. I don't use my phone, dude. I go, what? No, he calls me bro. All the time he calls me bro. He's the most delightful guy you're ever going to meet in 5 minutes. Talk to me about Clubhouse.
Clubhouse is the second hottest social media app.
Why aren't we even popping it on right now?
That would have been like a really helpful comment 5 minutes ago.
Okay, I'm doing it. All right, keep going.
We got it. So it is the second hottest behind TikTok.
Yeah.
And so we are going to kill 2 major birds with 1 stone because we're going to go live on Clubhouse starting any second from now, talking about TikTok on the venerated OG platform of social media called Facebook, and on the really OG social platform called terrestrial radio that this is going out on like 500 plus channels come this Saturday. So yeah. How about that? We're covering every base.
And it's because we're trying to make this guy famous. And so I'm looking down right now, which drives Richard Brooke really, really crazy. And Brooke, if you're watching the show and somebody tag him and tell him to watch, this guy right here, you're his idol. That's what's so cool.
Hi, Richard.
Credibility until I told the guy I know Richard Brooke, and all of a sudden he went crazy. So now we're going to introduce Marc Lalonde. And Marc is on his Facebook profile. He says, I don't care because I'm rich. And that's kind of how he feels about life, man. This guy is a computer programmer by trade. He is a complete nerd. I try to talk to him. He goes, hey, dude, hey, bro, you kind of seem like a programmer to me, too. I've been up for 36 straight hours or 48 straight hours on end. I go, no, well, I'm 95 years old and I take a nap every 3 hours and I'm not a programmer. So how are you, Marc?
Oh, my God, I'm awesome. I didn't want to interrupt, but I must address our first conversation.
Yes.
When Mr. Tom Chenault calls me and I check my iPhone, the man is comfortably without a shirt in his bathtub.
Oh, yeah, I was in the tub when I did it.
First time I get the call, so I'm like, I don't know if I want to check out what you have to offer, sir. Not at this time.
Yeah, that's a true story. I forgot about that. I was in the tub when we talked the first time and I FaceTimed you. Yeah.
You sure did.
Yeah, it was very romantic.
Who is this guy?
Yeah, but it worked out. Here we are, good friends.
Here we are, good friends.
I'm as crazy as you are.
You are, for sure.
Crazy
for
is
sure.
as crazy does. And you are unbelievably successful. So tell everybody, look at that look. Yeah, that was the Charles Manson look right there. So did you see that? So anyway,
too much TikToking.
You guys, if he can be successful, you can too. So I want you to get this. Sure. How did you do it? Your story is so compelling to me. You blew my mind. So just take it from the top.
Which version? The 5, 15 minute, 20 or 30
Fire it up,
minute?
Man. We got nothing but time. We'll go till midnight.
Okay. I was a computer programmer since I was a child, pretty much. I got involved at like 7 or 8 years old. You couldn't pull the computer away from me. Most kids were playing outside, and I was like, please, can I program on the Atari 400, Dad? So I was like a computer nerd. It was my passion since childhood. So that got me bullied, all the fun stuff along the way. I knew pretty early on that I was unemployable. I had about 25 jobs by the time I was 21, fired from pretty much all of them because of authority problems. I just didn't like having a boss, if you want to put it that way. I went in, I can't list off the careers I was into. I mean, I went into architecture. At first, I wanted to be an architect, then an accountant, then a police officer. Then finally found my love, which was computers, got into computers, but I never graduated from everything. 10 years of college and university, never graduated from everything. And once I got into the computer industry, I loved the programming part of it, but the high deadlines, the stress, all that stuff led me to drugs, alcohol. I ended up going broke, losing my job, going homeless. Yeah, sleeping in parks and stairwells. And that was about 10 years ago. I was like completely homeless, a full on addict, full on alcoholic. I found network marketing from there. Would you believe it? Uh, it was a protein shake company. From there, from homelessness, I started using positive affirmations. I know some eyes are probably rolling back, but it's the thing that kind of saved me, was changing my mindset.
Yeah.
You know who he reminds me of? Sorry to interrupt you.
Yeah.
You know, he has a Noah St. John vibe about
Oh, you
him.
got it.
Do you know
you
Noah
got to
St.
meet
John?
Noah St. John.
No.
He's famous too, and he gets the money also. Here's your twin brother of a different mother.
Mhm.
Same deal. He just doesn't have the eyes.
He's made me famous on TikTok.
That is
yeah.
a trademark right
I
there.
love him. Keep going.
So positive affirmations got me out of homelessness. I got a job. I got a little, I started couch surfing. That's all the ugly stuff. Then I got in, well, no, it gets a lot uglier. I got a computer job again. And okay, let's just say I found network marketing online, and I never heard of network marketing before, except for Amway and stuff like that. But when I realized that I would get paid off the people below me, and I just have to recruit. I could sell. I just have to sell, recruit. I'm like, I am so in. And as soon as I was with the company, do we say company names here?
Yeah, you can say it.
Yeah, it was Visalis at the time.
Yeah, for sure.
Body by body.
You know
And I
Matt?
was like,
Did you know Matt Jameson?
not really.
Good
no.
guy. He lives in the Atlantic time zone somewhere, New Brunswick, Canada. You know
Okay.
where that is?
I do, yeah.
Okay, good. You're smart. Keep going.
Depends how you look. It depends how you define smart, right?
All right, good.
So I just started selling. I mean, vitamin aisles, stalking strangers, cold approaches. I listened to a lot of Ray Higdon. Todd Falcone kind of changed my life too, because he gave me the sentence, do you at all keep your options open in terms of making any money outside of what you're currently doing in the real estate profession? Then I pause and ask again. I do about 400 cold calls a day. That got me to about 10,000 a month. But then I was stuck at about 20,000 a month because of attrition and because of I couldn't get my people to do anything.
Yeah.
So I kept getting stuck, and it felt like I had another job. That's what it felt like. I couldn't break through to the geometric progression, as Richard Brooke says. That's from him. The geometric progression couldn't kick in.
Okay.
So then what I did was I was looking at leaders that were generating 100,000 a month, the almighty million per year, the 7-figure income. And I stopped everything I was doing, and I lightly stalked them from behind the scenes. I'm like, what are they doing to make 100,000 a month? And I'm working my butt off, and it looks like they're not doing much. They seem very chilled and relaxed. Is that a sign, Tom?
No, my
Okay.
trying to stream this thing, and it keeps coming through for these with a headset. So we're just doing some technology here. Sorry.
Okay. Well, I'll have all the recording of this, and I'll be syndicating this to my platforms too. Just so you know.
All
Am
right,
I
good.
allowed?
Keep going. Yeah, you're doing great. That was a signal.
So then I just put everything down, and I decided to do what Tony Robbins calls role modeling. Instead of just trying to power through it, I sat down, I bought all the courses, all the mentorship programs of the people that were making 100 grand a month, and online marketing came into play. I went into online marketing. So instead of going to talk to people, I would just put the promotion videos from the network marketing companies and target them to people who liked Weight Watchers, to people who like Jenny Craig. Very simple stuff. And that was working extremely well on Facebook. I went from making 100 grand a year to 250 that year in a 1-year period. So that was kind of the next defining moment for me. And then the third defining moment was personal branding. Once I started branding my face, and instead of sharing the product videos, I would take the product, lose some weight, get a result, and be the result. and target myself as the personal brand. And that's when I started making big money, because I would teach other people to do the same thing. That's where the real money came. It was by doing the coaching programs, the courses to teach people how to sell through the power of video instead of not
Sure.
using the digital landscape in a certain way, by basically targeting ads that invite to a presentation. And just to wrap that up, and the presentation is a webinar. That's an automated webinar that's all pre-built, but it looks live. So that's what I would do, teach people to do that. And here we are today. That's why when I'm like working 16 hours a day, this is why I'm a special kid. I may be unique and untraditional. I don't contact people. I'm tweaking the machines and the videos to capture people through the videos and guide them to a presentation. And in the presentation, it points, guides, and directs them. It's the plug-in process, I call it. It throws them to my upline member and they deal with them.
How cool is that? Okay,
Well,
good.
so, yeah,
Do you sell? You've got beautiful skin. Do you sell skincare?
we'll talk later. No, I'm actually,
That is so funny. You're adorable. Don't you love the guy?
I do.
I told Adrian that this was going to be an interesting show because I have yet to figure you out, because unless I call you in the bathtub, you don't pick up the phone. Let's just be honest. So and I don't bathe that often. So it was pretty crazy that I even got you. In fact, I was actually stunned when you picked up the phone the day and I was in the tub. So I had to wing it like I do that with everybody, but you were an anomaly. There's only about 25 people that actually get to bathe with me on a regular basis. So do you have a website, or how do people find you?
the wealthy trainer everywhere.
The Wealthy Trainer, and
yeah.
it's everywhere. And so he's promised me he's going to guide me through this process and really, really show me how to do it. I think I would be tremendous at TikTok. I mean, I am telling you, I have an idea. I asked him if my first TikTok video could go viral, and he said no. So I can't even tell you what the idea is, but I am going to slay it, because this thing is all you, and you're going to just be crying. It's going to be so funny. I can hardly wait. And you know what? I told you what it was.
It's
It's
gonna
going to
be
be hysterical. So, and you've not thought of it yet. So I need to be your creative director. This is the Genesis Communications Network. Thank you, Ted Anderson, for letting us be on for the last 14 years for free. And your radio stations all over the world are the best. So we'll be back right after this. Stick around. And we're back. So you understand.
Awesome.
Okay, so you understand the commercial. Right now we are live on Facebook, so you can't be goofy profanity wise, but you can be as wild as you want. And Adrian's going to talk about contact mapping because he's our only sponsor.
That is true. And that is one heck of a background that you've got for us today, Marianne. Goodness gracious. That's
Marianne,
just beautiful.
Is that us on the show?
That's
man, we are scathed in blue. It's beautiful. All right, take it away. Yeah.
I'm surprised I'm not like fading into the background of it. That's
yeah,
pretty
that's
good.
Awesome.
All right. Love you, Marianne. Thank you. She fixed it. Look, a bit of friendly chiding goes a long way.
We've
Love
got a
you,
banner.
Marianne. So, and hello to everybody on TikTok. We are our Clubhouse. What's this one called? Clubhouse.
Yeah, we're on TikTok and Clubhouse.
There we go. We're not on TikTok. We're working on that. But we're on Clubhouse right now, and we're on Facebook. And hello to everybody. And if you're listening on Clubhouse, we'll open it up and let you raise hands and ask some questions and chat with us at the end. But we are live on Facebook and on the radio. We're pre-recording a show. So that's why we're not letting anybody raise their hand right now. But we love you guys. And Mark, here's my first question for you. Do you like human beings?
No.
As I'm listening to your system, I'm like, so you basically got somebody to take all your phone calls and you have engineered human beings out of the equation.
How many people?
They had to go.
How many people answer that question completely?
I could just see it though. That was the fun. I'm just listening, going, I don't know what the hell I'm going to talk to this guy about as it pertains to contact mapping, because I don't know that he likes people.
Yeah, but he knows how to promote.
He knows how to promote like a beast.
Yeah.
Oh no, contact mapping has a place for me. It's because there's a way to use software with software. There will always be a way for me to, I don't know, do you have an affiliate program? There's always a way to promote something, and there's always a way to use it and recreate a human being into a machine in a certain way. So
That is very cool. And you do, so I went and spent some time checking out what you're up to on TikTok before the show today. And I want to spend more time talking about that when we're not on the break. So it's on the radio show, but you can kind of see that sense of how you're doing that. And it's cool because I think that I think secretly you do like humans. You just know that you can do far more if you don't have to talk to most of them. And,
I like humans. I like humans. I like humans at times. It's on a case by case basis. I like humans, but I like humans non-business related.
Yeah.
Because my machines don't take a day off. They don't complain. They don't debate my new big idea of creativity. It's just a machine, an automated webinar with an automated chat, with an automated order button that goes into an automated ad. Nothing is just for business, and it scales.
Yeah.
And it scales.
And it goes into an automatic bank account, it sounds like. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Finish. We're back on in 30 seconds.
Yeah. So here's, for those of you who aspire to make it all of the machines, Marc's your guy. I am a big believer in creating the right level of automation for everybody where you know who you're supposed to talk to, when you're supposed to talk to them. But for me, talking to the human is really the fun of the whole thing. And so if that's you, contact mapping is the greatest way for you to be able to remember people's stories, to know who you're supposed to follow up with, to never feel like an idiot in a conversation because you can't remember the really important thing that they told you the last time you talked. And so go to contactmapping.com/free. You can get started completely for free. So go check that out.
And we're back. It is the Network Marketing Leadership Show with Adrian Chenault, Tom Chenault, and our new buddy, Marc Lalonde, who jumped and lived. This is one of the funniest guests I think we've ever had. And I knew it, and God's great. So something happened. And the first time I ever talked to him, I was in the bathtub. And for some reason, I hit FaceTime or whatever it was, something on the Facebook, and he picked up and he about swallowed his cigar and we talked through my whole bath, which is pretty cute. And I got to know him and I really, really loved him. And I believed him because he is a big proponent of TikTok and automated systems, multiple streams of income, and he's not a network marketer. And I saw that TikTok had been banning network marketers, MLM. And so I'm going, how come Ray Higdon is still a proponent, and Tom Challen and Tom Melton and Jesse Lee Ward, these people are, and Haley Hobson, screaming from the rooftops about how much they love the TikTok. And it's supposedly banned. And they're all much smarter than me. So I figured I would talk to this guy because it's an impartial guy that I'm not competing with. So I thought I'd get the secret sauce from him. Why TikTok?
Why TikTok?
How does it work?
Number one, okay, this will be we're gonna look into the future a little bit. So I'm glad that this is recorded. So in a year from today, we can say, oh my God, he was bang on. Why TikTok? Because it's where everyone is going, whether they know it or not. They're slowly gravitating to TikTok. Have you ever been on TikTok? Anyone? Have you ever had a hard time getting off of TikTok? Anyone?
It's a rabbit hole, that's for sure.
Rabbit hole. It's a highly addictive rabbit hole that is programmed by the most sophisticated machines in existence to keep you on the platform. And there is absolutely nothing like it. It speaks its own language. It is extremely difficult to get famous on TikTok. But if you do, TikTok will reward you for that today. So a couple of things you should know, everyone. TikTok is going into the business realm. It is slowly going there. In 2021, they will release 3-minute videos. We'll be able to put 3-minute videos. In 2021, it'll be extremely monetizable because of a huge deal with Shopify they're making. I mean, you can use music legally. They have a big contract with Sony Music. How cool would it be to put music by popular artists in your content? That's a game changer right there. You can express yourself on TikTok. You can swear, and it's okay. And sometimes it helps in your presentation to drop it there if it's for the right reasons, I believe. And so does Tony Robbins. You can it's extremely difficult to penetrate, which is one of my favorite things, because I'm on the road to getting 1 million followers of my own in 2021. And here's the bonus to doing that. There's a supply and demand thing on TikTok right now. There's a shortage of professional leadership entrepreneurs. Network marketers, they're struggling. There's no real network marketers with 1 million followers. And here's what happens on TikTok when you get 1 million followers. TikTok appreciates you for having 1 million followers. So what they do is they stick you on the For You page all the time and give you droves of new people. So I have friends who, as soon as they cross their 1 million follower mark, have been given so many hundreds of thousands of followers. Now they're talking about how many millions of followers they have. And TikTok, the intention of TikTok, here's a little psychological trick. Don't promote your product on TikTok, promote yourself as the person, because that's the secret. Save your stuff for your link in your bio. Save your stuff for your link in your bio. TikTok, I have very specific strategies. By the way, maybe I should share some results. In October, I had less than 200 TikTok followers. I figured out a couple of things because I knew that's where I needed to be now. I needed to grab my land on TikTok, and I got to do it now because it'll be harder in the future. So I had 200 followers on TikTok. My videos were all getting under 100 views. Now that was in October. In 3 months, I just broke 120,000 followers with a pretty much guarantee that I'll get 1 million followers in this year. And I've got 3 videos that broke 1 million views on one video. I've got one video that broke 2 million, 1.8 million it's up to. And my brand has completely and absolutely exploded. My funnels are going insane. And maybe I'll share with you what my funnel is. It's an acronym called CSANS. That's everything I build. That's my machine.
We're going to put on the other side of the break because we're going to take a break, and I want to hear all this.
Yeah.
Are we at 29 or at 30? 29.
30 seconds out.
All right, so we got to take a break. This is Marc Lalonde. He calls himself what? The wealthy what?
Trainer, bro.
Bro, the wealthy trainer, bro. And so that's him. I mean, the guy jumped and lived. I'm telling you, he needs to take more baths. But we are coming back right after this. This is the Network Marketing Leadership Show on the Genesis Communication Network with Marc Lalonde, Adrian Chenault, and his unbelievably nice father, Tom. We'll be back right after this. I had to kill 3 seconds in there.
That was very, very well done. That was self-promotion at its finest right there. You just implemented what you learned.
That's exactly right.
All right. Hello, Clubhouse crew. We just want to give you a shout out. We are going to come back to you in a big way at the end of this show. So keep hanging with us. And Marc Lalonde, the wealthy trainer everywhere except Clubhouse, because apparently he's just no Clubhouser. His face is too beautiful. He can't handle an audio only platform. So anyway, but we're live on Facebook. We're going on the radio as well. And so that's why we can't take questions just yet, but we're coming for you. Don't worry. So I want to talk about this 90 and 90 challenge that we're doing with contact mapping because it is coming down to the wire. And so I'm going to put the link in. I'll put it in for us, Pamela, so because it's got to be typed a certain way. But we launched a promotion last week that is super cool where we are doing a 90-day challenge for everybody who is part of our world, where you can get access to our premium version, which has integrations with Facebook, has integrations with Twitter, has integration with LinkedIn, has a Chrome web extension, has a bunch of awesome stuff that is above and beyond that you can use. And you can take advantage of that for 90 days. If you do 90 notes in 90 days and you don't love what we have, we'll give you all your money back. And there's a bunch of cool prizes and amazing stuff going on inside of that on top of it.
Why are you doing that? That sounds like, number one, that many notes is a dog with a note in its mouth could do that many notes.
It's just,
so
you're making it too easy, honestly.
True story. Why?
Because here's the deal. By the time you put 90 notes in this thing, you are going to wake yourself up to the fact that you can't live without it. I'm 100% convinced of it. And if you don't, we genuinely don't want your money, but I'm also like not really expecting to give any refunds because you're going to go this is this is the piece that I've been missing to actually be able to track these conversations and to be able to carry them forward powerfully to grow my business. And that is what's going on. And so if you're listening on Clubhouse, you can send Tom a DM, or you can go to contactmapping.com/90-in-90, which is not the easiest thing to say. But that's what the link is to get in on this thing. But you got to do it before Thursday at midnight. That's when that all goes away. But people are jumping in like crazy. It's been unbelievable, and I want to get as many people in as we can, because I want you to experience what we're talking about, and I want you to have that be momentum for yourself in 2021 that creates this habit formation, because that's really what it's all about, right?
And what I'm hearing about me on Clubhouse is no one can believe this 69-year-old dinosaur called Tom Chenault is so unbelievable at remembering stories about the human being across the table, and that he follows what's up so well. And I will tell you, I am not good at either one of them. I'm not very smart. I'm not very good at follow-up, but I am telling you, just like Marc Lalonde automating things, these guys automated my best skills, which is interviewing you, learning about your life, using my ears instead of my mouth, and then turning around, voicing the notes into the phone. So I interview you, I document you, and I set you up for a follow-up tomorrow immediately, which I did with you, Marc. I sent you a note and said, really nice to meet you yesterday. I wish we could bathe together more. And then I pushed you out 1 week because I wanted to make sure you remembered me tomorrow, and then I wanted to reinforce it next week. And then if I liked you, I'll put you out probably another week, but in your case, I put you out 3 months. No, I didn't. No, but that's what you do, because you've got control completely. But even talking to him once a quarter, if we just kind of like we're two ships passing in the night, and he's getting a text from this maniac named Tom Chenault every quarter, he's going, that guy cares about me. And all people want to be, whether they say they like people or not, is cared about. Right, Adrian?
It's 100% right. And it's just unbelievable watching on every platform the kind of conversations and people feel truly like you know them and they know you. And it's because it's true, but you're doing that at scale because of having the right tool to enable you to do that. And that's what we want for you. And so go hit that link, contactmapping.com/90-in-90, and come on this run with us, because we're going to turn you into the person that is doing that. And if you have any questions, hit up Tom or me on social. We'd love to chat with you and show you what we're talking about.
This break's going to go a little farther. All of you women, he is single. He is rich, but he is a very strange man. So whatever you do, don't.
Single, not available. Single, but not available.
He is so adorable. I know. I've gotten 4 text messages for people asking me if you're married.
Well, you should see me live on TikTok. They're a lot more than that, bro.
Thanks, bro. Okay, wait a second. We got to come back from the break. And we're back. This is Tom Chenault. It is the Network Marketing Leadership Show. I hope you are having the best day ever. We have got a live wire with us, an expert at TikTok, an expert at online selling, and an intriguing guy. And I talked to him. He said, well, do you know who Ray Higdon is? I go, yeah. He goes, well, I'm doing Ray Higdon's big TikTok event this weekend on the 14th. And I said, we love Ray Higdon. So then we talked about Richard Brooke. He goes, we love Richard Brooke. So this guy, while not a network marketer, he is absolutely committed to the space, committed to TikTok. And I think he can teach us something. And I've never in my life been able to front run Ray Higdon. Never. Who, by the way, has that tremendous book out that Contact Mapping is the only app woven completely through the book, which is pretty doggone cool.
It's very cool. Time, money, freedom. You want to check that out too.
Contactmapping.com.
You want to check that out too.
Okay, good. All right, keep going.
So, okay, I want to get into your 5-step process, but before we do that, I want to talk about, so before the break, you were talking about that you've got several videos over 1 million views, and you got one that's got over 2 million. What do you...
1.8.
1.8. Perfect. So you are, and I love that you corrected, that you set that record straight. So the question is, do you have any sense of, are these shots on goal and you don't know which one's going to go in, or are you pattern matching in retrospect?
They're shots on goal by a seasoned professional hockey player. So my odds are better.
Right.
I take 6 shots per day, and the 6 shots I take per day, let me ask you this. You know, when you play roulette or the slots. Who plays the slots around here? Who likes those slot machines? Come on now.
Who
Likes
doesn't
those?
like slot
Tom, you like those slot machines, don't
Too
you?
much exercise. I use the ones with the buttons because my
There
arms
you go.
keep going.
At the casino, when you lose a spin, you lose money. And when you win a spin, you win money. What if every time you lost a spin, you just wouldn't lose money, but you'd keep winning money if you won the spin. If you won the jackpot, you win the jackpot. How many times, how long would you be sitting at the casino if you didn't lose money when you lost a spin? You'd be there all day. You'd wake up, you'd go to the casino, you'd spin a bunch of times, come home and do it all over again. And every now and again, you'd hit the jackpot.
Yep.
That is TikTok. The losing spin is your ability to detach yourself from the opinions of others, because you may have to embarrass yourself every now and again if you follow those trends. So I've seen successful people. I know successful millionaires that I speak with on an occasional basis that their egos get crushed so badly on TikTok that they exit stage left. They say it's not for me. So they're putting up one piece of content a day. No. You gotta work. You gotta put the right pieces of content and spin that slot machine, because one TikTok can change your life. One. You get a couple of million views on one TikTok with one call to action that says, hit the link in my bio. That's 1 million people. That's 1.8 million people. And you can do it as often, you can do as many spins as you like. So it's taking a bunch of shots on goal, but strategic shots on goal.
Talk about so that's huge. I
So
love
wait a
that.
second.
No,
Yeah, I like this.
I'm up here. I had a question.
He's
You
smarter.
wait your turn.
Go with the guy with the brains.
Talk about calls to action,
So
because
here's what I
that's
wanna
where
know.
I'm hung up. Calls to action is where I get hung up on TikTok. So when you say call to action, where is that in the content of the video? Is that in the text somewhere? Where do you put that?
How do you know this? Are you just, is this just your hunch, or did you read some of my material?
No, I didn't read anything.
Excellent.
That's been my sticking point.
Yeah, your calls to action should be 2 out of every 6 videos, because you don't want that almighty commission breath.
Right.
You need a little bit of nurturing, and there's 6. Well, let me just give it all to you now. Do you want it all?
I want it all. Give it to me.
If you want to win on TikTok, this will pretty well guarantee your success. 6 pieces of content. That doesn't look like 6, does it? Not just 6 pieces of content.
There we go. Yeah.
Two pieces are from what is going on your For You page. What's happening on your, how can I say this? TikTok is not like any other platform. It's got a completely different language. What works on other platforms will not work on TikTok. It's cryptic, it's alien language, and it's got a pulse. It's got a pulse. If you don't catch that wave at the right time, you're going to miss the wave, which is why time is important. I'll give you the best times to post, but let's start with the types of content you should be taking those shots on net with. Number 1, you need to replicate 2 pieces of content from your For You page. If you're not familiar with the For You page is, it's like the trending stuff that's happening today. So if you hit
the algorithmic news feed, but it's not follower based. It's just based on what they think you're going to like.
Oh, you know what you're doing. And it's also the general For You page. It's based on what you like, but if you model your content on your For You page, that will get you past the chasm or the chasm, which will show you to more TikTok followers. So what you need to do in simple terms, you need to replicate 2 videos from what you see on your For You page that day. So here's the fun part. Here's how you do that. Go on your For You page, scan through it. That's super easy to do. And when
you're going to love the videos you watch. It's going to be fun watching those.
It's fun watching them. And when you see one that you can replicate, and when I say replicate, there's 2 specific videos I want you to do. I want you to do one that is lip synced. That's number 1. You may want to write this down, everybody. First video.
We got a stenographer in the comments doing it.
Okay, you want to grab a video. All you're doing is you're taking the sound of it and you're lip syncing it. It may sound childish. It might sound immature. It may be a Frank Sinatra clip. I did one of those that pretty well almost went viral. If it's on the For You page at that moment in time and you're saying, well, that has nothing to do with it was like regrets. I've had a few, but then like as cheesy as it seems, and your voice isn't even going through. It's just a little clip a mile away and you had like 1.1 million likes. That's the one I'm doing. That's my job for today. Remember, this piece of content is to break you through that algorithm, and that's the purpose of that video. So one that's lip synced, and here's how you don't forget them, because you can't be doing them. You can only do them when you have time. So if you see one that you like, it won't be on the For You page in a few hours. So all you need to do is like that video, and it goes into your liked videos. It's almost like you're bookmarking it, okay? So do it with your videos in the morning. I like to go in the morning and go, that's what I'm gonna do today. That's what I'm gonna do today. So that's the first video, easy peasy, right? Find one that you could do the voice to. You'll see them on my profile. It could be someone saying a sentence, if just anyone on a For You page. Number two is, you want to use a bit of your creativity and replicate one on the For You page. So everything on the For You page will be, when I say replicate, I mean make it as close to the video as possible, but with you and your voice. Like one of them would be like well, it doesn't matter what it is. You'll see them all over my page. They appear to be original pieces of content, but they're not. I'm literally copying what's working, but with myself. Does that make sense?
Yes.
And the closer you can get to the video on your For You page, the better off you are. You want to use almost the same text, almost the same colors, because a lot of people think that TikTok is driven by human beings. It is not. There are no human beings. It's completely AI. Completely AI. It's just machines that decide if they want to show your video to the billions of people. It's a machine. So if you can make it as similar to the video that's got 10 million views, there you go. You like that, eh, Tom?
This is so cool. Keep going.
Tom likes this.
Guy is a maniac, isn't he? Oh my God. This is
Okay, so two videos. Number three is probably the video that's going to get you the most views, and the one that you won't be proud of. It's called a duet. A duet is when you duet a popular video, and you either sit there and say, I agree, or you use your imagination. You just tap duet. Yesterday, I have to do it because it's in my recipe book. I got to get it up there. Yesterday, I did a couple of cats going around in a cage. You never fail on a cat video. You want 100,000 views, do a duet to a cat video. You're on your way. And say, follow me for more. Whatever. It doesn't matter. Yes, it's humiliating. I'm okay with that, though. I've been humiliating myself my whole life. So this is easy peasy for me. So duet is number three, or a stitch. Number four is your first call to action video of 2 call to action videos. On the first call to action video you're going to put, your call to action can be one of 2 things, really, on TikTok. It can be follow me. That could be one call to action. What that TikTok's going to do is just going to grow your followers while you're sleeping. And the other call to action is to link in bio. Click the link in my bio. This is where you can really, 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 really win. And no one's doing it. And I don't know why, but I'm sure a lot of people, I'm sure you guys are going to do it after this. Your link in your bio should go to a video of yourself where you break things down. Your link to your bio should go to a page with a video of yourself where you can sell, where you can invite, where you can say whatever you want to say. Because in a 1-minute TikTok, it's hard to make a sale or invite someone to a webinar. Or you could be breaking community guidelines in certain ways. But if they click the link in your bio, that should go to a video where you break everything down. Does that make sense?
Yep.
So in those call to action videos, the things that I found that work the best to get a ridiculous click-through rate is a giveaway. We're used to that in network marketing or in in marketing.
Yep.
A piece of value, like a lead bait, right?
Right.
That's number one. I give away gift cards. So for me, gift cards are absolutely insane. I'll do a gift card video and get 100,000 views on an original video, not even a duet.
Yeah.
And then I say, throw me a follow and tell me which gift card you want. I shouldn't be sharing this.
I saw it. I watched it. It was crazy cool. I hate to do this to you. This is an unbelievable show, and I was very doubtful about how good it was going to be, and I actually like it, which is a miracle. Remember, I said this guy is so smart. I was like scared to death. That's why I wanted Adrian here. You guys, I'm telling you what, this is the most succinct explanation of what's going on over there. And I have interviewed everybody trying to figure this thing out because I want to learn how to do it because I'm nuts like him. So we're coming back right after this. It's the Network Marketing Leadership Show. Stick around. One more segment.
Wow.
Whoa.
Value, man.
The guy's a maniac, isn't he?
He
I
is,
should
man.
get an award.
You are.
I spotted Michael Jordan in the 4th grade right there.
There it is.
You'll get. I'm going to try to give you like even the best gold because this is just the surface stuff.
All right.
You don't even really know how I cash all that in. I hope I have the chance to tell you how I cash that in.
Yeah,
We're going. So we'll have 7 minutes on the other side of this break, and we are gonna. It's all
gonna
you.
jam it.
Bring it home. So
Yeah.
here's my question. So you know a little bit about contact mapping, yeah, Mark?
Yeah.
Talk about how we can talk. What would you do to go promote contact mapping on TikTok?
Contact mapping is huge. Please, everyone listening or watching, understand one thing. I am an anomaly. I am not a normal person. I enjoy sitting and talking to machines and picture frames, and I'm a weirdo like that. For business, I think you've all heard this before. I didn't invent this. People don't remember what you do for them. They remember how you make them feel. And that's what contact mapping will do. When Tom knows certain things about me, except for the last one, are you mad at me? Did I get you mad? Where are you?
I wrote him a note because as soon as he used me and had Marianne, he and Marianne became these great big friends, and I was written out of the script and I got pissed off. I'm telling you, I thought
Did I do something wrong, Mark? Where are you? Are you mad?
Oh, this guy's dead. I am insecure. I admit it. Go ahead. Am I red?
I'm like, who is that? Oh yeah, that's the guy who contacted me with no shirt in his bathtub the first time. That guy.
He shows the goods right out of the gate, man.
Right out of the gate. He's an easy date.
Yep.
So
Yeah.
on TikTok, what would you, if I came to you and said, how do we go build this thing on TikTok with contact mapping? What would you say?
Contact mapping is your offer, correct, guys?
Yep.
Is that what you're selling? That's what you're selling, correct?
Right. Yes.
Oh boy. Do you want me to save this for the show? I got an acronym. It's called CSANS, CSANS.
Yeah, we want it in the show.
I want the acronym on the show for sure.
Yeah, because it doesn't matter what you sell. My machine is not difficult to do. I'm reluctant to share this, but I will share it with you, two great friends of mine, because you're special to me. And contact mapping, all you're going to do is, when you sell contact, I've sold a million things. I don't know if you know how much I've sold. It's very difficult to sell someone on the first contact. It's almost nearly impossible. And I wouldn't want to do it. So I have what's called acquisition phase, where I acquire new people in my leads. Then I got a whole nurturing phase where before I even show them what I got, they need to know me and get to learn to know me.
I love
and
you.
It gives them the opportunity to skedaddle or stay with me. So I have a big attraction repel before I even show them anything. I don't know if you want to save that for the show, but your contact mapping product should be wrapped up in a presentation, not a pitch. And I'm not telling you what to do. It's just I've sold many things. I've gotten on 400 calls a day at one point. And when I try to pitch something, it doesn't work even close to as well as a webinar presentation that they're invited to, where there's other participants edifying the product while they're on.
That's what we're doing. All right, we're going to come back after this. Hang on a second. I'm all confused. We're going back on the air. Contactmapping.com what?
/free. Go get on there and check it out.
It's a free app. Go check it out. contactmapping.com/free. And we're back. It's Tom Chenault. It is the Network Marketing Leadership Show. We've got the lunatic, and he even does the same thing with his hair that I do, with his whole thing like this. That's all I do all day long. Your kids yesterday go, Tom, your hair looks so bad. And you can tell when I've had a good day because my hair looks bad. And that's because it's something, we did a lot.
And you can also tell when you've had a bad day because your hair looks
Yeah,
bad.
either good or bad. That's good. So anyway, we got Adrian here who is mesmerized by this guy, Marc Lalonde, and he is the wealthy trainer. And what you want to do is go find him and understand that this is a loose cannon with an absolute huge amount of focus that you're going to love after quite a while. So take it away.
All right, we got not a lot of time, and you've got a lot of awesome content. So I'm going to throw it back to you to pick us up where you left off, Marc, and talk through your system because we want to hear it.
Yeah, here's what's important. We've been talking about TikTok a lot, but here's what's important. I sell stuff. I sell goods and services. That's how I make money. All the platforms do not make me money. So I think it's important to know how my machine is built. I call it the money printing machine, because without this, it wouldn't matter how popular I am on TikTok. It wouldn't matter. I'm on all 16 platforms, all podcast platforms. And here's how this works. I create a piece of content. I syndicate that piece of content to all 16 platforms, including all podcast platforms. Each of these, that piece of content that goes to all 16 platforms once per week, every Friday. And it's a life-changing piece of content, not for people to buy into me, the person, the human being. That goes out. And all that piece of content has a call to action to go to my blog and watch the rest of that piece of content. Some will, some won't. So what? Somebody's waiting, right? You like that? I got that from Network Marketing, SW times 4. Some will, some won't. So what? Somebody's waiting. So I just spit it out there. And that call to action brings people to my blog, which is the full piece of content. Now, here's where the magic happens. That's the C and the S. If you're creating content, folks, and you're not syndicating it to all free platforms that are available to you, including all podcasts, reevaluate what you're doing. Sit down, get on all those platforms, because you're wasting your potential that you're not using the full potential. Why wouldn't you even be syndicating to Tumblr, Instagram, all of them, and get on all Spotify? You should. The leads I get from my podcast on Spotify and on iTunes are things I wouldn't have considered. So make it your practice to make your content once a week, syndicate it to 16 platforms. That will bring back leads to your blog. What does that mean? When people land on your blog, you need to have 4 pieces of code installed. Your Facebook retargeting pixel code, I'll go fast because this is where the sales come in. Your Facebook retargeting pixel, your Pinterest tag, super important. So you could retarget on Pinterest. So whenever they go on Pinterest, they'll see you. You need to have your G tag. So I could retarget in their Gmail account. They'll see me. What the hell is he doing here? In their Gmail account at the top. That's also going in their Google searches. I'll be right at the top. In their YouTube searches, I'll be right at the top. You also want to have the LinkedIn Insight tag. So every time somebody lands on my blog one time, they don't need to fill anything out. You just go, boop. They'll see me for the rest of their days, whether they want to or not. And they can't unsubscribe. It's a beautiful thing. So that's number one. Now, my website is built for printing money. If you'll notice, there's an 11-minute video on my homepage. What that does, it tells them, it instructs them how to navigate the 500 pieces of value on my blog. There's 500 pieces of absolutely free, life-changing value that has made me a millionaire over and over and over again. They'll go through the training through my search bar. Oh, I got to talk fast. I've created this content library because it's the value is unparalleled, because you see me go from $0 online throughout all the years and everything's searchable. And you'll be like, oh my God, that's where we started making 100 grand per month. And you see me go through my whole journey throughout those whole 6 years. And it's so indexable and searchable. That's what I call the nurture process. So people get to know me. Yeah. Now here's where the cha-ching comes in, because nothing matters unless you got the cha-ching tied in. Once they've seen you enough, there are buttons on my website. They go to what automated live. They're live events, but they're automated. They're pre-recorded to look live. Now, if you don't have the technical ability to do that, well, then do a live one every Friday. And what happens is people register. All you're doing, look, manual, you're creating content and syndicating. What's automated, you're acquiring by people going to your blog, that's acquired. Then you're nurturing them with your content library, and then your live events sell for you. That's where contact mapping would come in. On your blog, after you've given them your 5 best interviews, you are a firecracker on stage, Tom. I saw you at the Eric Worre thing. You're a firecracker, man. I loved it. It was like a clip on your blog. Have that. The more content, the better. The more searchable, the better. More content, the better at all times, because you're accumulating what's called watch time. If somebody watches you for 25, this is psychological. If somebody watches you for a 25-hour period of time over time, you've hijacked your space in their brain. You've kind of brainwashed them into liking you. So even though you don't get paid today, try getting somebody's attention is the hardest thing you could possibly do.
All right. Wealthy Trainer.
The Wealthy Trainer.
The Wealthy Trainer. You guys go find him. I mean, if you don't think this was unbelievable, you're out of your mind. Is Pat Quinn next week, Marianne? I think we have Pat Quinn next week, and he is unbelievable. And you are going to love him, Marc Lalonde. You are going to flip out.
Lalonde. Marc Lalonde.
Lalonde. Okay, we'll be back next week. Thanks for listening, everybody. Bye-bye. All right.
We're still here, but we wanted to get you on the radio so that they would go find you before the radio.
Yeah, so the radio show's over now. That goes to the podcast, and that goes to AM radio. And you're actually going to be famous because I know you need the money. So here's the deal. Now we're still live. So you are good and people are sticking around, and we've got the, so take over for this and see what kind of questions we have.
Yeah, we're going to let people put their hands up now.
So we are live on Clubhouse, which is way, way, way beyond the technical capability of Marc Lalonde.
Matthew Jameson just jumped off Facebook on Clubhouse and has his hand up. How cute is that?
Yeah, Matt Jameson, how are you, buddy?
Hold on, he's coming in.
Okay,
and
good.
Nicole Jolie's in the house.
Nicole Jolie, she's a machine too.
Hey, can you hear me now?
We can hear you, Matt. What's up, man?
Hey, Happy New Year, Tom. Happy New Year, Adrian and Mark. What's going on?
Hey, buddy. How's it going, man?
He's the guy that lives in New Brunswick.
Cool.
And he was a Visalis guy for 6 years.
Cool.
Yeah, absolutely. Hey, Mark, I got a question for you. So
Yeah.
I've been a systems guy and an internet marketer for 20 years, and you just blew my mind on so many levels of stuff that I'm lacking in doing, and that I need to step it up. What can I, if I go to the Wealthy Trainer, and do you offer courses, coaching? I need to dial in and step up my game.
Yeah. Here's what. What's your name again? Your first name?
Matt.
Matt. Okay, Matt. The most important thing I think a guy who knows his way technically would do is everything is absolutely free that I give out now. I'm rich enough, I don't need any more money. That's a joke. If you type in auto in my search bar on the Wealthy Trainer, auto, the way my search works, it populates things as you type in the characters. There's a training called automated money printing machine or automated webinar machine. And it's got gears on it. If you type in auto, you'll see it there. It's like a 3-hour training where I show you how I build out the automated webinar. Now here's Matt, you there?
He's here.
Yes. Oh, yeah. I'm here.
Okay, here's where ethically, this will be on you, okay? I'm going to be completely transparent because frankly, I don't give a darn. I take images from Google. I do. I can't recommend that to my students because of copyright, okay? That kind of stuff.
Okay. Understood.
Ethically, I say that I'm doing a live webinar every single week on my website. I say that it's live but it's not. It's pre-recorded. But I say
Yeah,
that
I'm familiar with how that works 100%.
Okay, so the way I build mine out is I have a chat that's when I'm in the pre-recorded, when I pre-record my webinar, I'm talking to the chat. I go, "Oh, Deborah, how are you? Where are you from?" And Deborah will say, "Oh, I'm from Austin, Texas." I'll be like, "How is it in Austin, Texas today?" And then the chat will go, "It's a little hot today." So I'm actually talking to the chat as it's popping up. So the it's not like, because it's so interactive, the users that come to my live events, they're undetectable, is what I'm saying. Do you know what I mean? Like, you could not, a professional could not tell that they're fabricated. Now, how do I live with myself by typing this in? Well, what I do is I replace those fabricated comments with time with real comments. And if I don't say it's a live event, it just doesn't work. Nobody comes and shows up. So that is, Frank Kern calls it an asset. Like, I'm doing one for TikTok this year. You guys are going to see it if you go to my blog. It looks so incredibly live. If you guys go to it, it's how to get 10,000 TikTok followers in 10 days. That asset alone is going to be a $2 million asset. Just that asset alone, because I don't have to show up on the presentations, and and it looks so alive. And I sell at the end of that with a bunch of bonuses, and I sell again, and I sell again, and I sell again. That webinar is a 4-hour webinar, but I close after 1 hour. That's another trick here. A sales webinar should be 4 hours. Am I off time? Am I good? This is important.
Good. This is
if you want,
we're loving this.
A webinar should be 4 hours. Here's another secret. If you're saying no one's going to stick around for 4 hours, well, no, they won't. Absolutely not. They will not. However, if someone does, why the hell are you still not trying to close if they're still on that thing? If they're watching you, you keep closing. So because it's pre-recorded, I close at about the 1.5 hour mark. And then I keep going. I go, I still see some of you here. Any more questions? And then I'll answer questions that are me handling objections that may arise in the person's mind, because I know what they're going to ask. They don't have the money is the big one. So I handle that as I go down that webinar. And then I go, oh, I still see some of you haven't jumped in on this. Now let me throw this bonus in. So I'll throw a bonus, I'll add value, I'll throw a bonus, I'll add value, and I'll do that for literally 4 hours. It takes me, it's gonna take me about 2 months to do the TikTok webinar, but then it's set to go. So Matt, I would focus on looking what I've done with the TikTok one, because it's by far my best one. It's the one that's going to redefine the way it will, because I've seen them all out there. My TikTok webinar will redefine the way fake live webinar should be like.
I love it. I love it. Well, I appreciate that input, Mark, and I'll turn it over. So if other people have questions for you, I'll be diving into the Wealthy Trainer. And
Cool.
Tom, as always, I love you, man. Adrian, thanks, buddy. Love you. And appreciate all you guys do for the industry. As always, guys.
Are you calling yourself Matthew now? What happened? You got married or what? Why Matthew instead of Matt?
I've been called Matthew. I've been called a lot worse, so it doesn't matter either way. I guess.
Right. Say hi to Jamie.
I will. Thanks, Tom.
Bye-bye. Love you.
A serious internet marketer in her own right is here with us. So Nicole Jolie, welcome.
Oh.
Good to see you. And what's going on?
Wow, that's so kind of you. And I want to say thank you so much to both of you for putting this on. It's fantastic. I've been just taking oodles of notes. It's just fantastic. Thank you. Mark, thank you so much for being here, first of all, and allowing us to ask you many questions. And one of them is regarding your webinar for TikTok and the 10,000 followers. Can you please share with us on the search bar, are we looking up auto on the search bar? Are we looking up TikTok on your blog? What is the search for that webinar? And one more question after that is, based upon all of your TikToks that you've done, what do you recommend if we're not like dancing in front of this or anything? How do we sell, and this is just for, those of us who may be selling something smaller. Do you recommend that we sell something smaller first, or is there a method to this that you have in that 4-hour webinar that we should be listening to?
Yeah. Okay. Nice to meet you, Nicole.
Thank you, and it's a pleasure to meet you. It's such an honor, really.
Cool. The first thing you want to do, anyone who wants to go to my blog, the best thing you can possibly do to get the most value for free out of that blog is there's an 11-minute video on the homepage. That's where I tell you where the live events are running. That's where I tell you how to text me if you want. I am contactable by iPhone, by the way, whatever. It's all there in the 11-minute video, Nicole, and you're going to notice the live events are always going to be 3 buttons below that main video and on pretty much every page. And it's not ready to run until maybe 30 days from now, that event.
That's awesome. So auto, AUTO is what you type in the search bar, and you'll see that automated post is what you're looking for, Nicole.
No, that.
And then pay attention to the way he's doing things in that 11-minute video, because that's where a lot of the magic happens.
Will do. And I saw the TikTok followers in 10 days, and it's not clickable yet. So, Mark, I just want to say thank you. And Tom and Adrian, pleasure. Such a pleasure and honor to be up here. I appreciate that you allowing me to speak.
But
Love you, Nicole.
the second question was how to sell on TikTok. I was able to recruit 50 people in an hour. So if you want to know that.
Yes, I could really use that right now, actually.
Yeah.
I would love to.
The trick for that is to go live every day. TikTok knows about, TikTok's algorithm is amazing for that. If you are consistent on your lives, to go live on TikTok means, as Richard Brooke would say, you are in rarefied air, because you need to have 1,000 TikTok followers to go live. And less than 0.01% of TikTok users have that. So do you have 1,000 TikTok followers?
Not yet.
Okay, we got to work at that. So you got to put 6 pieces of content up every day. And 2 of those pieces should be calls to action, where in the last 5 seconds you say, follow me for a shout out. Say that in the end of your TikTok, those words, okay?
Beautiful.
Follow me for a shout out. That's awesome.
Follow me for a shout out. Got it.
That's the secret sauce. And also, Nicole, everyone listening, I got to share the secret, Tom, that I shared with you. TikTok will suppress your views if you don't have a creator account. So do not open a business account. I can't believe I'm sharing this secret.
You told me, you swore me to silence on that.
I know, but Nicole is so sweet, so I got to do it.
I do have a business account, I believe. So how would I do have 3 accounts actually. So
Okay.
Go ahead.
You got to have a creator account, not a business, not a
Yeah.
personal, a creator.
In all cases.
In all cases. So 86 the other ones, or if you can switch them. But he told me that was like the most important thing, and don't tell anyone. And here he is telling everyone.
Well, you're not a beautiful female, Tom.
I understand that, but I used to be.
He took his shirt off for you, Mark. Jeez, man.
Yeah.
Show a little gratitude.
Call you from the bathtub.
Oh, goodness. All right, let's get Mark out of here. Nicole, thank you for being here. Clubhouse Nation, you guys are awesome. It was so fun having this going in both channels. And Mark, you are my new favorite human, and that's hard to do. So we love you, man.
Love you, man. Thank
Thanks,
you.
brother.
Take care.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Thanks, Mark.
Thank you.
All right, we'll talk to you again.
Are we really done?
Yeah,
We are done now.
We're off Facebook. So
We're off Facebook.
I'm going to send you some vitamins. I'm going to, I'm going to set my, so do you like that link tree? Do you use Linktree?
Are you ready? No, hell no. I use one link that goes to a video of me. And if I want my link, I need people to see a video of me, even if it's got my Linktree links below me, where I go, okay, these are my links. Now a little bit about myself.
Okay. Good.
Okay, go ahead, Tom.
No, I saw all those people had Linktree. So
Yeah.
as I was scanning around, so you were the only one that didn't, and I am following your lead. Actually, he's going to follow your lead because he understands this Chinese that you're speaking, which I have no clue of, but we're going to learn this and we're going to be your biggest fans. and Matt Jameson is going to call you up and try to recruit you. Don't do it. And so is Nicole. So whatever you do, stay with us and we're going to make you richer.
Are you in MLM, guys?
I've got an organization of 1,600,000 people.
What's your company?
Longevity, owned by that Dr. Wallach from Dead Doctors Don't Lie, that tape
Okay.
that's been listened to 250 million times around the world.
Okay. Because I join people and I like you, but because I'm thinking about getting back into the game.
I know, but you don't want to talk to anybody. And I'm going to prove to you that I can make you rich without talking to one person other than me.
And I'm going to prove to you that I can build a multi-million-dollar network marketing team only using TikTok. That's why I'll
what
do
I'm
it.
trying to tell you. So we're going to be married. And so we're going to use your brains, my charisma, and we're going to kill it.
One last TikTok question. I think I signed up for a personal account. Is a creator account different from that?
Absolutely, bro.
Okay. Can I convert it or do I have to start over? I
You
only have one
convert it.
video, so I don't care.
You just converted, but you want to take a screenshot of this, Adrian?
I do badly.
This is because I didn't finish. You got to do trending content as well on TikTok, and the hashtags. You need to have 4 hashtags on every post. This will blow you up. This is the make or break. The 4 hashtags you need one trending hashtag, which is, the trending hashtag is on the Discover page.
No, but I will figure it out.
Okay, just write this down for now. One trending hashtag, one niche specific hashtag, one content specific hashtag, and one broad hashtag. Maybe I should go in a little more detail. Do you want me to in 30 seconds?
Yes, please.
Okay. The trending hashtag, if you go on the Discover page, it's the first hashtag. It changes every day. Right now it's WEE, WEE, but that changes.
Hilarious because I saw that and I was like, that's a weird hashtag. Okay, got it.
So this is an algorithm break, right? We're breaking through the algorithm.
Okay.
So the trending hashtag. The second one is a niche specific hashtag. I'm super reluctant to share this, but in your niche, contact mapping, network marketing, whatever your niche is. Tom, don't ever share this with anyone now. Find out what your niche specific hashtags are and always include that in anything you do. Here's what's going to happen, my friends. Over time, you're going to have a ton of pieces of content with that hashtag, and you're going to climb up that hashtag page with time. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like network marketing, if Ray Higdon was here right now, like anybody could, there is no network marketing leader on TikTok. It's skedaddled all over the place. If you start using MLM in all of your TikToks, putting 6 per day, next year, when businesses gravitate to TikTok, when they put in MLM or network marketing, you will be at the top of that entire hashtag page. Yeah. So that's your niche specific hashtag. It's got nothing to do with the content. You always put it in there.
Okay.
Number 3 is content specific hashtag. That's the one that has to do with your content. One of my videos, I was cutting soap and I put soap and it went almost viral. And the third one is broad hashtag. You have 4 choices. Okay. Number 1 is FYP.
Okay.
Number 2 is TikTok, the hashtag TikTok.
Okay.
Number 3 is viral.
Okay.
And number 4, my favorite, is trending. That's your broad hashtag. Those are the 4 hashtags. Okay. And you want to take a picture of this right here.
Okay. Hey, Jason, will you pin him so it's bigger, please?
We're getting it. Hang on one second.
Those are the 6 pieces of content. If you can't do them daily, you want to do them daily.
Okay. Got it.
And what's going to happen is you can't really tell yet. I'm not good enough yet, Adrian. Like in about a year from now, I'll know exactly how to break through. Right now, I'm still taking shots at the net.
Yep.
But they're pretty good, right?
Hell yeah. No, I'll tell you, everybody else is fucking making it up on TikTok. Like,
absolutely, bro.
You listen to anybody, and I'm like, okay, basically, like, you have no idea. And
brother, it's so much fun to see guys like Grant Cardone and Ray Higdon and you name them. They all go on TikTok And to see them like Ray Higdon, I think may have broken 3,000. And I know the time and effort he's putting in. And
he looks like, and I love Ray. Ray is a genius, and he will figure it out because he is fucking relentless. But he looks like such a fish out of water on there, and it is so funny.
It's the hardest thing, bro. Like, no, like I got 120 followers. I'll have 1 million at the end of the year, and you probably will too, because we're friends now. But this knowledge here is like, you have to be a programmer and a little bit of an algorithm breaker to get in there, right?
Right.
And wait till you see it. Yeah.
I get it, and I could see a couple of the fingerprints on the wall. Just watch, like, and it's real, like it's slick. But I'm like, I see a couple of, I could see a couple of the things you're doing, and now that you explained it, I'm like, damn, this is the real deal.
Well, guess what? You're going to see a lot of weird shit going on my account, like in the next couple of months. And I mean, so weird, because I'm not doing it to appease my audience. I'm doing it to figure stuff out. So I need to, once I get 1 million followers, then I will be more conscientious of what I put up there. But to get those 1 million, and I also want to know, I want to put up a piece of, I want to know that this piece of content will get 500,000 views, and I know why it did, you know?
Right.
I don't like luck.
Question. Who do you learn from in terms of their content on TikTok?
Nobody. I'm the best I know.
All right. That's good.
He's blazing the trail.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, I'm drafting off of you, and dude, it's really good to meet you. I like you.
You too, man. Thank you. I like you too.
Thanks,
Marianne.
All right. We'll talk to you soon.
Okay, bye, guys.
Bye.